Welcome back to my randomized Emerald fun run. If you haven't already, go back to watch the series intro. If you have, then you're in the right place. Please relax and enjoy episode 2, The Search for Professor Birch. Hey, it's me, Platinum, and yes, this story begins in the back of a moving truck. My family has just moved to Little Root Town in the Hoenn region, where I'm going to become a Pokemon trainer. Professor Birch is expecting me, so once I'm settled into my new home, I'll need to go find him. Before exiting the vehicle, I decided to take inventory and look at my menu options. We don't have any items in our bag, but we do have 3,000 of however you call the currency in Hoenn. Pokedollars? We'll go with Pokedollars. Now, let's be honest. If I'm gonna be a Pokemon trainer, then I'm gonna need a Pokemon. And before I can get one, I'll probably need to read through some text. So let's go ahead and put that text speed to fast so we can get there sooner. I had fun looking through the frame options, but I decided to stick with option 1. In the comment section, let me know which frame option is your favorite. I'm going to be spending a lot of time outside of this truck, so let's go ahead and drop a save to savor this moment. It shows our location is inside of truck. And personally, I think that's kind of funny. I can confidently say that once we leave this truck, we are not getting back on. My first steps out of this vehicle will mark the beginning of my journey through this randomized world of Pokemon. We're here, honey. It must be tiring riding with our things in the moving truck. Well, this is Little Root Town. How do you like it? This is our new home. It has a quaint feel, but it seems to be an easy place to live, don't you think? And you get your own room. Let's go inside. See, isn't it nice in here too? The movers Pokemon do all the work of moving us in and cleaning up after. This is so convenient. Your room is upstairs. Go check it out, dear. Dad bought you a new clock to mark our move here. Don't forget to set it. Thanks, Mom. Upstairs we go. I very quickly located the clock, and I very slowly set it, so I sped it up quite a lot to make it a faster experience here. Ah, hello again, Mother. How do you like your new room? I am loving my new room, Mom. Thanks for asking. Good. Everything's put away neatly. They finished moving everything in downstairs, too. Pokemon movers are so convenient. Oh, you should make sure that everything's all there on your desk. I sped up this part too because it's not too important that you know how to access the start menu to save, but keep in mind that I did find a potion in my storage. I put the potion into my bag and then headed downstairs. Oh, three, quick, come quickly. Look, it's Petalburg Gym. Maybe Dad will be on. We brought you this report from in front of Petalburg Gym. Oh, it's over. I think Dad was on, but we missed him. Too bad. Oh yes, one of Dad's friends lives in town. Professor Birch is his name. He lives right next door, so you should go over and introduce yourself. So over I go to the house next door. We already know Professor Birch is wanting to meet us. Upon entering, I was greeted by Mrs. Birch. She told me that her daughter was about my age and has been excited about making a new friend. She also said that she thinks her daughter was upstairs, so I went up to see if she was there to say hello. Huh? Who are you? Oh, you're 3, so your move was today. I'm May, glad to meet you. I have this dream of becoming friends with Pokemon all over the world. I heard about you 3 from my dad, Professor Birch. I was hoping that you would be nice, 3, and that we could be friends. Oh, this is silly, isn't it? I've just met you 3. Silly or not, I like May's style, skipping the small talk and getting right into the important stuff. Feel free to introduce yourself in the family-friendly comment section down below and share a dream or a goal that you have. Oh no, I forgot. I was supposed to go help Dad catch some wild Pokemon. 3, I'll catch you later. Okay, so she's going back over to her desk, and it looks like she's preparing to go help her dad. I also need to find her dad, so I should probably go ahead and head out. I said goodbye to Mrs. Birch on the way out, and then I headed towards the other building in Little Root Town. Also, I think it's funny that May tells us that her dream is to become friends with Pokemon all over the world, then says that she hopes we will be friends, then she says she was supposed to go help her dad catch some wild Pokemon, then she says she hopes she'll catch me later. Am I a wild Pokemon? Does May know something we don't know? I don't think so, but it's a funny thought. Ah, Professor Birch's Pokemon Lab. Huh? Professor Birch? The professor's away on fieldwork, ergo he isn't here. Oh, let me explain what fieldwork is. It is to study things in the natural environment like fields and mountains instead of in a laboratory. The prof isn't one for doing desk work. He's the type of person who would rather go outside and experience things than read about them here. Alright, thank you, scientist. So if Professor Birch is out doing field work, then I need to head to the field. I talked to a couple people that were hanging around Little Root Town, then I headed out. As I was exiting the town, a young girl stopped me. She said that she could hear scary Pokemon crying ahead, and that she wanted to see what was going on, but she doesn't have any Pokemon, so she wanted me to check for her. Now, I also don't have any Pokemon, but I'll help a little girl out, and I'm going that way anyways. Help me! Aha, so that must be Professor Birch. Hello, you over there. Please, help! In my bag, there's a Pokeball. Where are you going? Don't leave me like this. Now, this may be a minor, immediate spoiler for some of you. In order to be a Pokemon trainer, I'm gonna need a Pokemon to train. In Professor Birch's bag, there will be 3 randomized Pokemon options, and the one I select will be my starter Pokemon. Alright, let's open the bag. Professor Birch is in trouble. Release a Pokemon and rescue him. And my options are Seadra, the evolved form of Horsey, Dodrio, the evolved form of Doduo, and Magnemite. Oh, wow, okay, here's my thought process. I really like Seadra and Dodrio, but they're both evolved Pokemon, and I would like a Pokemon that can still evolve as my starter. And also, I would like to prioritize using Pokemon I haven't used much in other playthroughs, or maybe even haven't used at all. I'm sure I will catch some Pokemon that I have used before, just because I know that I really like them, but Magnemite is checking all the boxes I'm looking for here. So, I choose Magnemite as my starter Pokemon for this fun run. Alright, Magnemite, let's help Professor Birch. Go Magnemite! Magnemite's level 5, so we shouldn't have too much trouble against this level 2 Zigzagoon. Let's look at Magnemite's summary to learn more about it. Magnemite has the usual types of electric and steel, but it does have a randomized ability, which is Pickup, a really fun ability. It means that Magnemite might be holding items sometimes, and we're definitely gonna want to check its held items to see if it's something useful. I'll explain more about Magnemite's nature and about Pokemon types in the next episode. Let's quickly check Magnemite's stats now. Ooh, okay, so Magnemite's holding an item right now. It's a poison barb. We'll have to take that from Magnemite and check it out later on. The stats section shows us that Magnemite currently has 18 out of 18 HP, 9 physical attack, 13 physical defense, 12 special attack, 10 special defense, and 9 speed. And now I'll go ahead and get back to helping Professor Birch. Magnemite's techniques are Metal Sound and Tackle. Alright, Magnemite, go ahead and tackle Zigzagoon. Okay, so we can see that did a bit of damage, and Zigzagoon tackled right back. Let's retaliate with another tackle, and Zigzagoon is doing the same. Magnemite is tanking these hits really well, and it looks like one more tackle onto this Zigzagoon will take it down. And way to go, Magnemite. This was our first victory as Pokemon and Trainer. Whew. I was in the tall grass studying wild Pokemon when I was jumped. You saved me. Thanks a lot. Oh, hi, you're 3. Oh, this is not the place to chat, so come by my Pokemon lab later, okay? Happy to help, Professor, and oh, it looks like we're already back in the lab now. So, 3, I've heard so much about you from your father. I've heard that you don't have your own Pokemon yet, but the way you battled earlier, you pulled it off with aplomb. I guess you have your father's blood in your veins after all. Oh yes, as thanks for rescuing me, I'd like you to have the Pokemon you used earlier. Thank you, Professor. While you're at it, why not give a nickname to that Magnemite? I took a break, did a lot of thinking, and a little bit of research to try to decide a name for Magnemite. After a little more time, I settled on a name. Magnemite will be called William. If you work at Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make an extremely good trainer. My kid May is also studying Pokemon while helping me out. Don't you think it might be a good idea to go see May? That does seem like a pretty good plan, and it's looking like it'll be our next objective. Great! May should be happy too. Get May to teach you what it means to be a trainer. Thank you, Professor Birch. I now have my own Pokemon, and we are ready to set off on our journey. Join me in the next episode where we'll get to know William and start to learn what it means to be a Pokemon trainer. Click here to watch the next episode.